So did you want to start the podcast, or was that so we didn't really talk about it beforehand?
Yeah, what's that? You talking to me now?
Yeah, no, it's just us two in the call. So
Oh, okay. Well, it had been dead silent on your end for the last 2.5 hours, so I didn't know.
yeah,
you
I've
were
been
doing
rolling.
something.
I was waiting for you. I thought you were.
You've
gonna
been
start it.
rolling for 2.5 hours. You've been recording over there.
Yeah, I've been sitting here. I just thought maybe you'd start the podcast off. So I thought I'll be patient. My mom always said, she said, Eddie, be patient. So I just was waiting here.
I mean, that's fine, but we are recording this on the day that the podcast is already supposed to come out, and now you're telling me that Tony has to sort through an additional 2.5 hours.
He
of
could
your
sift
footage.
through. It's
Sift is just a really flippant word that in this situation equates to literal hours of Tony's time.
So I thought, it would be too difficult if I was silent while being patient the whole time, because then
Yeah.
Tony would he'd be able to see me sitting there the whole time and he'd skip right past. So I decided to mute you hearing me, and I was just kind of doing a monologue for a while. So Tony, if you could just find where I started in that'd be great.
So hold on. So now Tony, as opposed to having a clean, just no soundbar line, he now has to sort through tons of sound waves and make it even harder for him to find where we started now.
I was saying some good stuff. I was putting
Some good stuff.
I'm like, I've got 15 minutes on spam. So welcome back, guys, to the Gus Eddy podcast. I'm back on the set. And of just very positive news, just for the history when people are listening back to the podcast, I believe this morning, the first U.S. citizen got the vaccine for COVID.
Woo!
So, woo!
It was me!
It was Gus. And Gus,
I got it.
I said this on Twitter before. What I'm essentially going to do is, you guys know me. You just, especially from the beginning of this podcast, I don't like waiting. I'm a very impatient guy.
Yep.
So what I'm going to do, because I'm not a healthcare worker, is they're probably lining up today, after the podcast. I'm going to go, hey, Jimbo, and pretend I see a friend at the front of the line. I'm like, we're doctors together. And then I'll just cut the line and get a vaccine right away.
That's good. Hey, you know what? I could probably help you real quick because I already have the vaccine. I'll go stand middle of the line, okay? So when the last half of those people see you coming up and they need a little refresher, I'll give them a little revamp. I'll just go, hey, that's my doctor friend. Have fun doing doctor stuff up there, buddy. I'll just fast track it along for you.
And then I stop, and my face goes cold, and I go, Mr. Johnson, I'm so sorry. I forgot to inform you. You have stage 4 cancer.
And I'm like, Eddie, I thought this was for the "you're budging in line" bit very loudly. I immediately forget.
I was trying to be more believable.
Sorry. Dr. Eddie, I thought this was for the budging in line bit.
Dr. Eddie. Oh, man, that's like if you had to spot a fake doctor out of a group of other doctors, Dr. Eddie would be the one immediately where you're like,
all right, that's the answer D on the millionaire chart there. All right, let's get that silly ass fucking one out of the way. Eddie, it's almost one of the most important months of the year. Are you ready?
Oh, shit. Yes, I've been preparing because as we all know, January is Don't Pee January, which means December is do piss December. You piss as much as you possibly can to really clear yourself out, and then you don't pee for all of January.
That's a good move. How have you been fast tracking some of your urethral tubes during this trying month,
So
Eddie?
what I do is, those the office water containers?
Yeah.
I essentially I open my mouth real wide, and before I go to sleep, I have Chrissy plop one of those right in my mouth, and then as I'm sleeping, I essentially will drink it and piss it out, and I got a whole thing that goes to the toilet, a whole tube that runs the whole way.
So you're telling me that it's a cath path, bro, by the way.
Yeah, I got a cath path. It's also a Hot Wheels track, but it's I kind of made those at the same time.
Is it also plastic and orange and has those little red jumps from tube to tube?
Yeah, so essentially it's a Hot Wheels track, and on the bottom I've taped the tube on the bottom. And so sometimes for fun, as I start peeing, I get the Tesla Model S Hot Wheel toy, and it'll race my piss.
Who wins?
Not me. That's all we know.
I love that in this imagery too. Like every 20 minutes, as Chrissy's trying to sleep, the jug would just chortle out with a big of the bubbles going up.
Also, I should mention
piss going everywhere.
The Hot Wheels track is the Anaconda one with the big snake that tries to eat the car.
Oh, dude, I wanted that one so bad when I was a kid. Did you have that?
Tony and I got that as a Christmas gift, and I don't think we had the rest of the track though. Like we got that piece, and we didn't have Hot Wheels tracks to combine it with. So it was just a very short track.
That's pretty cool, though. I had one specific Hot Wheels track as a kid, and it was the Hot Wheels Demolition Derby.
Oh,
remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's got the 2 loops for our viewers at home. Fuck you, audio listeners. It's got a double kind of loop kind of thing, and you get a yellow car and a red car, and you send those little fuckers in there, and in the middle is this sort of like propelling thing, whoosh, that if the car hits it boosts it forward. So the idea is that the cars could eternally go in this figure 8 loop, but you put 2 of them through there because every once in a while, baby, bam, they hit each other.
Ooh.
That's the
Did
whole
you know
thing.
there's a guy on TikTok that has a whole elaborate Hot Wheels setup, and he's been racing every car in a championship to see which is the best Hot Wheel car?
Really? And it's the same standard course the whole time?
It's one that he made. It's got that loop that springs it forward. I forgot which one's doing the best right now, but I was also gonna say, I'll shout out to my dad for it. Because he's a car guy. He was also really cool with the Hot Wheels toys. Mm-hmm. And Tony and I had a Hot Wheels briefcase that was like it was blue. And it had a yellow Hot Wheels car on it, and you'd open it up, and it had slots for Hot Wheels cars, and you could place them all in there. And then the coolest thing ever is we had a pop-up camper when we were younger, and my dad got a Hot Wheels of a pop-up camper that looked exactly like ours, and I thought it was fucking awesome. It was like my own miniature one of the one we owned.
That is really cool. Did you just go do cool tricks of it and say, ha, LMAO Tony, what if we were in this little bitch?
Yeah, I said that exact thing. I said, ha, LMAO Tony. Oh, I forgot Tony and I had it was very just like cheap hunk of plastic, but it was a Hot Wheels car wash. And so like your Hot Wheel would pull up to a spot, and then you pump a little water with soap on it, and then there was a little fan that dried it. It's fucking awesome.
Damn. It didn't put actual soap on it, though, did it?
I don't remember, dude. I was like 4.
Can you imagine it squirting like a healthy handful of Dawn dish soap just into your Hot Wheel, and you're like, well, now I got to deal with this fucking greasy shit.
COVID safe Hot Wheels hangout. We were all COVID safe.
Good.
We had a Hot Wheel washing station. We stood 6 feet apart, indoors, no ventilation.
Everyone wearing a muffler.
40 people in my house, COVID safe.
Fucking hate that. Dude, some of those old, like, commercials and shit that I'm thinking of, some of those toys that seemed so in your face, it was just like, you have to get this now. I think of that Hot Wheels Anaconda thing, or like Mousetrap. I always wanted that game Mousetrap.
Yeah, dude, I always wanted Mousetrap too, because it was a board game, but it was also a bunch of toys, and that was so cool to me. Also, I've mentioned it before. The ultimate gift that I think none of us ever got was the Power Wheels, man. I would dream about the Power Wheels. And for people that don't know, Power Wheels are those like big electric car toys with motors that kids drive around. Oh my God, dude. I wanted one so bad. And I'll never get one for my child because that spoils a kid. I'll say it. You can't give a kid a car.
Exactly. I didn't have it, so my offspring can't have it. They have to know.
They have to know. Well, the thing is, with other things, I won't be that way. But you can't tell me that a kid with Power Wheels isn't going to think that he's better than a kid riding a bike. You have your own car.
Like, what's up? What's that under your arms there? Is it sweat?
Fucking loser.
He speeds away 5 miles an hour.
It's like the exhaust that is just pure black as you go.
Can you imagine coal rolling your Power Wheels so it's just fucking plumes of smoke?
Like, how would you even do it? They're electric motors.
Yeah. You just have to like put a bunch of Kingsford charcoal in the back and like light it up with some lighter fluid before your kid took off down the neighborhood.
That was one of the gifts, and this is what makes me so glad about, post-vaccine dream when we're all here again is I think also all of us wanted electric scooters, and man, has that dream become a reality out here.
Oh, yes.
You know. Oh man, I actually, the thing is, even because I haven't been on one of those scooters in forever, but because obviously the whole virus thing, but like I have not seen a bird scooter, I think, in like a year and a half. I've seen Lime scooters. I have not seen a bird scooter at all. What happened to them?
I'm kind of worried. So, by our metric, and Eddie, we are the most qualified individuals to weigh in on the bird scooter market.
We know about scooting with the boys more than arguably any person alive.
Thank you. I truly believe that we are outstanding in our field, specifically in this one here. But I'm just trying to think of all the names of the scooters that I was aware of out here before they went down. It was Bird, Lime, Spin, Wheels.
Wasn't there one like what was the fucking?
There was
one
a Lift one
orange?
too. The Lift one was the Spin ones. Those Spin ones were orange. They had the black handlebars, I think.
And they were the same exact as the bird scooters.
Yeah, those fuckers. Those are the great value. That's the Shasta brand of the scooters right there. God, dude, I'd be surprised. Like, it's really weird because especially when I went on tour last year, too, even across other major cities in the U.S., it'd be like, oh, I go to a new city. Oh, there's 3 other brand new brands of scooters? Well, oh, and there's 3 more over here? How many of those fuckers are going to survive? That's just super weird to see that little tech boom there.
One thing I loved, too, is when they added them to Chicago, the first thing Tony said, he's like, yeah, they're going to throw those in the river. And then it was like day 2, it was like Chicagoans keep throwing bird scooters into the river. It's like, of course they would. It's right there, dude.
Yeah.
People hate those scooters.
You know what? I almost did on Black Friday is I almost got one of those things. You know, like just one of my own ones. But then I was like, this is going to be really cool for a couple months, and I'm still going to be terrified if I even went outside to use it. And like, because half the fucking novelty of the things is, I'm done.
Yeah,
just
also,
drop it.
Imagine even going up on a curb and it scrapes a little bit while all the rest of us we have rentals that we don't really care about, you know?
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh shit, my precious scooter.
Yeah, every time we're on those things, I'll look back and like Jakey's like doing a kickflip on one, and Sven just crashed into a waste paper bin, and
Jakey
Tony's
and
upside
Sven.
down.
Jakey and Sven and you all are much more into doing tricks on those than I am.
Oh yeah, my favorite thing to do is to go really fast down a very narrow sidewalk that is extraordinarily in need of repair, and then
while
just
you're wearing
hope that
flip
no one
flops
runs
as
out.
well.
Yeah, flip flops and shorts and shit.
Oh man, I cannot wait to do those episodes. But right, you know what I also can't wait for is hearing
What's
some
that?
preguntas from the boys.
Where are my goddamn boys at? Everybody, follow me and my friend Eddie on Twitter at Eddie Burback and at Gus Buckets, and ask us your questions, guys. We're going hot off the presses again today, sorting by top, but also latest. What the frick? Who knows how this will go? All right, so here's one from at Willie Squilly. At Willie Squilly says, do you think that the upper part of Michigan should be part of Wisconsin? Personally, I think it very much should be a part of Wisconsin. It doesn't even touch the main glove part of Michigan. Me and some others are trying to start a war to get it. Are you in?
It's closer to Michigan, though, right?
Is it? I'm looking on this little map here. But it's touching Wisconsin, though.
Right.
And it doesn't touch Michigan.
Did you, and wait, I really don't want to get this fact wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm right here. Did you know that Chicago, like where Chicago is, was part of Wisconsin until the 1800s?
Wait. Till the 1800s?
Yeah, it had to do, here, hold up. Let me look. Just give me a moment. Chicago was in Wisconsin. Was Chicago in Wisconsin? Yep, I believe, 1818.
What?
So it was like, it had to do with, and I'm probably butchering this. I'm pretty sure it had to do with the Union needing to have like extra, as many states as they could. And Illinois was under the population barrier for statehood. And so Wisconsin gave them that extra little chunk because the border used to be at the bottom of Lake Michigan. And so none of Illinois would touch Lake Michigan. And then we got Chicago, baby. And it's been that ever since.
Damn. So what I'm hearing is that when we were done with that dumb old city, we gave it down to Illinois because we're like, fucking, I don't know what you're going to do with this thing. Take that.
Wisconsin had so many sprawling cities that were better than Chicago that you just didn't need it anymore.
You imagine being a Wisconsinite in 1818 giving it back. Hey, you dumb little fuckers down there. Take this dumb old city.
Hey. Try competing with Madison over here.
Yeah, ew, you got this stinky city back.
Isn't that a weird fact, though?
That is weird. You know what? I'm not somebody that knows everything. Kind of a shocker, surprise. But I do pride myself in being a historian, especially in terms of U.S. history and Wisconsin history, too.
I was shocked when I heard it.
I didn't have any fucking clue. That's the weirdest thing ever. And it was just that little chunk that they just dipped down. So are you telling me that Wisconsin had a little peen for a couple years during the Civil War?
I mean, the state looked normal. It was just to the bottom of Lake Michigan. So
to the map.
It's just a straight line still. It's not really shaped like a little peen.
Wisconsin map 1817.
Oh my God. Was it really called Little Chicago, Wisconsin? Or is that just a separate thing?
That sounds cool.
Is an residential and agricultural community on Highway A in... Wait, excuse me? No. That's a separate thing. That's like straight up near in like the North Woods. There's a Little Chicago for some reason.
Oh, that's strange.
It's not. I'm sure somebody's gonna be like, "Hey, from there, not the North Woods. I was just looking at the map." Okay, I just said some shit. It's probably not true in the exact location that I just said.
Guys, I'm Googling Wisconsin map 1817, and I'm not seeing the Great Scawny Peen of 1817.
The Great
Scawny
Peen?
Yeah, dude. Can somebody fix this, please, on maps? Thank you.
Wait, so you're seeing the line lower, but you're not seeing it in the shape of a Scawny Peen, is what you're saying?
I'm not even seeing the itty-bitty Chicago down here at all. I don't even know where it's dipping down into. It just looks like regular-ass fucking Wisconsin.
Wait. Wisconsin map, you put in 1817?
Yeah, dude.
Well, how do I know that this one's from actually 1817?
Oh, you're right. We should use Ask Jeeves.
just search was Chicago in Wisconsin. You'll see it.
Chicago.
It's on Wisconsin's public radio where they're talking about it.
Chicago. How did I miss that? Damn it. All right. Chicago. Oh, I see it down here.
You see the little Wisconsin peenie.
You know what it looks like? It looks like the N64 Rumble Pack attachment onto Wisconsin.
Honestly, without taking away the Wisconsin-Illinois border and seeing Chicago right there, Lake Michigan looks a lot like a hanging peen for real, like this.
It's a droopy donga right
Here,
there.
I'll send this in the Discord. Tony, you can show this map throughout, whatever, when we were doing it. Yeah, that's weird as fuck. Or, someone will swoop in and be like, hey, actually, that's wrong. And that site that you had was wrong. And then, then we all learn something together. Mm-hmm. It was much like I was being careful before with the whole milk thing 2 weeks ago. But we were right. That is not okay.
That's true. Thank God. If we were wrong, I would have been just disgusted. Do you have that pic?
Yeah, I'm trying to send it right now. Just scrolling, looking for our server for some reason. Being a Dumbo.
Scawny Peen needs to be seen, bruh. Send that pic.
And there we go.
Oh yeah. It looks soggy and wrung out too.
If you're an audio listener, just search Wisconsin Peenie 1817 and then you'll get it.
That should elicit the search result. God, honestly, I remember when I was a kid, I always thought that Lake Superior looked like a dopey little dog or like a greyhound or something, I
want to look at it again now. Is it in that photo?
I don't know if it's in that. It looks bad in that one. It looks like a roadkill dog maybe, but
it looks like a blobfish in that photo.
Kind of does look like just a blobfish.
So anyways, to answer that question about Michigan, I have no fucking idea, man.
Yeah, we'll take that back. Thank you for offering. Appreciate
Wisconsin will take Chicago and the upper half of Michigan back.
You can have one ride from the Dells in return, Eddie.
Dude, I miss the Dells.
You can have the upside down White House, and we'll just scoot that over to Chicago. Here you go. Sorry. Thank you. Dude, I want to fucking go to the Dells. We're doing go-karts in the Dells after this shit's done.
You know what's hilarious?
What's up?
I think the upside-down White House might have been one of the last things my family did on vacation pre-divorce. I think the upside-down White House was the absolute grand finale of family vacations for us. Because I think it was like the last day, and we were just at the Dells, and we were just like, "Hey, you want to go through this?" And I guess that'll last me forever.
Damn, I was fucking terrified in that thing. How old were you and Tony when you went through there?
17, 8, I guess maybe 18 at that point. I think 18.
See, you were equipped to deal with it. I went through there when it was just Sven and me, and we went there with our grandparents one time when we were on just a random trip to Madison.
How old were
I
you?
remember I must have been, I'd have to verify with Sven, but maybe at the oldest I was like 12 or so. But again, small town Wisconsin guy, I'd never even been in a haunted house, and I didn't know that it was kind of that,
It is kind of scary. Also, for people that don't know, in the Wisconsin Dells, the water park capital of the world, there's an attraction is it a Ripley's attraction?
I don't know if that one is a Ripley's one. There are some Ripley's ones there.
I think it is. Hold on. But it's an attraction that's just the White House flipped upside down. You can keep talking. I'll look it up.
All right. Anyway, it's like you just walk through it, and it's kind of a haunted house. There's some weird, surreal shit. I'd never seen anything like it, and I badgered my grandma and grandpa. We were like, "Can we please go in there, please? We're going right through Wisconsin Dells." And because I knew my parents would never let us go through that one, they're like, "Okay," and we went through, and it was just me and Sven. So if I was 10 or 12, Sven then would have been, like 6 or 7 or so. And we went through there, and I was so instantly just fucking terrified, and Sven was too, that it was like, I don't even want to be here. But when I was a kid, I always felt so guilty when somebody spent money on me that I was just like, I have to just go through this. And it was just terror the whole time. I was just trying to, yeah. And I remember telling my grandparents, it was like, "I'm sorry, I hate this. But we was like a group tour. We had to finish the fucking thing.
Because, like, for people that haven't been through it, which I'm sure is a small minority for the podcast listeners here who haven't walked through the upside-down White House in the Wisconsin Dells, it's like the power is out, and they even at one point project a rat walking across your feet on the ground. And so it's meant to kind of scare you. Also, the brand is Top Secret Inc., I believe. But yeah, no, I get it, dude. It's just an unsettling place to be like it's the White House, but it got flipped like it was on a spatula, and it just stayed intact. And that's if you're a kid, what if your house gets flipped? And not in the good way of renovating the kitchen. I mean, flipping that bad boy right over like it's an egg.
little pat of butter on that. I will say though that is one of the most genius tourist trap things to see from the road, because you're just driving by the middle of Wisconsin, you're like, is this a fucking almost, like, in my dumb mind, I didn't know to scale or not. I was like, this looks like the entire White House upside down. Like, you gotta at the very least be like, what the fuck is that? Somebody Google that.
Yeah, the Wisconsin Dells has the weirdest energy in the world, because it's like it's trying to appeal to new kids who like, obviously water slides, but like go-karting and video games with arcades, while also keeping these like relics from the 60s that like our parents enjoyed there, and it's just like this it's like Vegas, if Vegas was also like the number one family like Midwest road trip location, like in
Disney
the middle.
Vegas.
Yeah, it's a very bizarre place. It's got the weirdest energy in the world, and I want to go back so fucking bad, dude.
That's the best, dude. All right, I got a little bop one here for you. You ready, Eddie?
Uh-huh.
So this comes with a quick pick. Don't want to hit Tony with too many assets here, but Adam Jordank sends this picture for reference. And says, if you could eat any object that is currently not edible, which would it be? Mine would be those rubber ball things from elementary school. And that's the picture I sent. Those look delicious, though.
Yeah, those look like I really want to take a bite out of them. I don't know. Something that's... So,
Dude,
like, we're assuming it would taste good then, right?
If yes. Or at the very worst, you couldn't taste it, but you're just like, I gotta bite this thing, no consequences, dude. I know what I'd do, without a doubt.
One of mine is Nickelodeon slime.
Oh, yeah.
I've never really wanted to have it, but if it was not, if somebody was like, "Hey, this will taste like something like food," I might grab a spoon. That's all I'm saying. But
so the bar for entry is just, "Hey, this will taste something like food." You're like,
that's all you need. I mean, if it's gonna taste like fucking slime, I'm not gonna have it. But if it's gonna taste like food in general,
Let's get the
possibilities are
FDA
endless.
on this. Come on, let's check it out. Can we eat that? Just leave us in the comments below, FDA, please. Thank you. I would eat a bar of Irish Spring soap. Doesn't that just, you look at that thing, you take it out the wrapper and you smell it, and it smells so fresh, and it's got that marbling, it's nice and smooth, and I'm just like, I'm going to bite that little guy. I'm going to take a bite.
I get, you know what I would do? I would eat wax fruit.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of just eating a regular apple, I would waste my one on a fake apple. Because what's it going to taste like? An apple or wax that I can just chew on?
Oh, yeah. It probably tastes like the chewable soda pop bottle wax candy things.
Then I want it. Oh, full of apple juice?
Just you bite it and it's just oozing down your arm.
Also, I will agree with the internet when Jim Carrey's The Grinch eats that bottle. I do kind of want to chew on it a little bit.
Oh, dude.
The way he eats that. Also, one thing that is the least appetizing thing I've ever seen is the fudge that they feed him in the competition later.
Mm-hmm. That was disgusting.
It's like bright green and like kind of wet, and you're like, hold on.
Yeah,
what are you giving
fucking gross. Dude, I saw that 2 days ago. We watched that, and I hadn't seen that movie since I was a child. And
dude,
I was
that
like,
movie
oh
is
my God, it's like
great.
a shitpost. That's just fucking great. This whole thing is just fucking around, dude. And it's done really well.
The entire Jim Carrey The Grinch is a fucking fantastic movie. It is so funny. Like, so many lines he makes are not for the adults like they're dirty jokes. They're just for adults because they're for adults. You know, like, am I just eating because I'm bored? Like, a kid's not going to be like, oh, that's good, you know? There's so much. I love how just absolutely weird that movie is. There's a joke about a swingers party in that movie.
Yeah.
And it's very clear what they're doing. It's not like kind of like they're dropping keys into a bowl. Like, it's very obvious.
It's so fucking strange, the whole thing. And it was so, I don't remember too if it was just, did I see a different print of it? Because I watched it on Netflix. But the whole movie is really like dull and like pastel-y colored.
It's very glossy when they're in town too. Like somebody went on the lens.
Yeah, it's fucking straight. Like, they use Lifetime movie lenses the entire time. Those soft, like, focus shit. I don't know. But it just, the whole thing was like, oh, man, I should have been watching this the whole time. I just assumed it was going to be, like, kind of, like, definitely weird objectively, but, like, kind of weird. But I just didn't even fucking remember. I got to watch that thing every year now.
Yeah, dude. That's Tony and I did that maybe, like, 5 years ago, and it became, like, a staple in what we watch. One thing is, there's a couple lines in Christmas movies that are so for adults. Like, I was watching Home Alone with Chrissy last night, and there's a part where Pesci's character and wait, which one is that? Marv or Marv? No, Marv's the bigger one. What is Pesci's character? What's his fucking name?
That angry little guy.
Yeah, that's it. His name is you know. But they're chasing Kevin and they almost reach him, and Kevin ziplines to his treehouse. And they don't see him do it. So they go to the window, and Kevin's not there. And Pesci goes, where did he go? And Marv goes, maybe he committed suicide. Which is like, what? Like, this kid just fucking jumped out. Like, what? I love that line because it's like, who is this for in Home Alone? And then he just fucking said that. Yeah, I don't know. There's I really like the Jim Carrey Grinch. It's really good. What was the even question we were on? Oh, the food that you could.
Food things. Yeah. I'm biting an Irish Spring soap, no question.
I think. I don't know if there's. I'm sure I'll think of one later that I'm like, God damn, that would have been good. But I can't think of one now.
There was, you know, it's another one. There was this like kind of putty that I had as a kid. It wasn't silly putty, but it was like, it smelled kind of fruity, and it was like a deep purple or blue with some glitter inside of it, and it was like kind of sticky, and you kept it in like a little clear plastic ball, and I just like
wait, isn't that? I thought silly putty is what you keep in the little ball, or it's like that's a little egg.
Silly
right?
putty is like egg. It's an egg and it's pink, and that's one that you can like. I love the shit with silly putty where you could like go up to a newspaper and like copy comics. Did you ever know about that?
Yeah,
I love that.
Do they sell silly putty still? I feel like silly putty was one where we'd get it, and you know your grandparents would be like, I remember when that came out, and you're like, oh, this must be an old ass toy. Do they still sell silly putty?
Let's see. You want to buy some fucking silly putty right now? I wonder what's the biggest quantity of silly putty that you can find in one container.
I wonder what the record for the most silly putty in one place is.
I don't know. Probably Mr.
Silly
Beast
putty
has it.
Crayola. Looks like they changed the packaging. It's still the egg.
Mm-hmm. God, just seeing that gives me some memories.
I see silly putty clouds. Yeah, no, they still definitely got it. Yeah, no. There's a puke silly putty, ugly putty, puke, 1 count. That's what I'm talking about.
Crayola silly putty. Wait, what?
What?
This is on this Crayola website? Okay, I gotta. Okay, this is one more pic I gotta fucking send over here.
Is it the poop one?
No, it's not the poop one. This just looks comical. This is on the actual Crayola website. Is you can buy, I sent the picture, a 5-pound block of silly putty for $99.99, and it's got 1 review, and it's a 2-star rating.
For our audio listeners, it's a giant blob of silly putty, and then the tiny regular egg container for scale. And it's just a horrifying photo. This makes me want to sprint out of the apartment.
That is exceptionally cursed. I fucking hate that, dude. I want to read this review here. Can I click on the review? Okay, 1 single review. So this is from somebody that says 2 stars. I've ordered bulk silly putty several times, which first of all, you gotta read it in here.
Yeah, what are you doing?
And I was always satisfied with my purchase. This time I ordered the product I received was rather gritty, with littered bits of grit all over it. I worked with a support rep at Crayola and received 2 replacements that were also gritty. Do not buy this product. Oh, shoot.
Man. I hate when my silly putty is all gritty all over. That's the absolute worst.
That's just shitty, dude.
I honestly,
this thing is fucking
that's
huge.
the new answer. If it was edible, I would fucking slurp up some silly putty like it was my job.
Gus and Eddie eat an entire 5-pound block of silly putty. Fuck that rotisserie chicken shit. We should have been doing this.
Yeah, because we absolutely did not meet that goal at all.
No, we didn't. We'll get there. I meant next year.
Hey guys, it's me, Eddie, from the podcast with my name on it. Today's sponsor is Mack Weldon, longtime sponsor of me, but the podcast as well. So thank you, Mack Weldon, for the sponsorship. Here's the thing, guys. Mack Weldon is the place for good men's essentials like socks, shirts, hoodies, underwears, polos, or active shorts. I'm reading off the copy there because I wouldn't be able to remember all these. They have Sunday lounge pants. You ever been lounging on a Sunday and wearing the non-appropriate pants and you want the appropriate pants? Then get those. Because of sponsorships in the past have been sent Mack Weldon products. I like them a lot. I wear them frequently. They're joggers I'm wearing right now. I wear them almost every day, especially during, this whole pandemic thing. So if you want to check out Mack Weldon's site and win the gift-giving season and get 20% off your order, visit mackweldon.com/gusandeddy and enter promo code gusandeddy. That's mackweldon.com/gusandeddy, promo code gusandeddy for 20% off. Mack Weldon, reinventing men's basics. So thank you again, Mack Weldon, for sponsoring the podcast. Back to the cast.
Anyway, Eddie, how's about you and me perhaps consider the idea of opening some motherfucking mail?
I gotta go grab some. Do you have some on hand right now?
I got some. I got a sidearm mail
I'll be right back.
here. All right, everybody. Post office, it's not a goddamn storage unit, all right? Don't send us any more shit until everybody except me has the... Also, obviously, I was joking in case anyone was wondering. Does Gus actually have the COVID vaccine? No, I don't. I'm probably going to have it in a few months. Who knows? Hopefully, we all can. All right. Let me open this fucker up. Oh, Eddie's going to love this shit, you guys. Holy crap. Okay. So this comes to us from our friend Neil K.S. So, from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Holy shit. Thank you, Neil.
I'm back.
Dude, Eddie, just
What's
popped
up?
open a little package here from our boy Neil from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Speak of the devil.
Okay. Sorry we gave part of your state back to Wisconsin.
That's okay. You can have the upside-down White House. It's all even. All right. Neil says, hey, boys, I noticed you didn't have an official sign or anything, so I 3D printed this logo for you. I run a small 3D printing business called Lifestyle 3D Printing on Etsy, and I always listen to your podcast while I work, so I just wanted to make something to show my appreciation for what you guys do. If you ever need something printed, let me know. Regards, Neil. Thank you, Neil. Oh, gosh. I will send you a photo as well, Eddie. Otherwise, I'm holding it up to the camera here for our video watchers. That's a tight little GNE and nice business black right there.
You can just messenger it to me so it doesn't get the wires crossed with Tony, even though he can hear me saying it right now. I'm seeing right now, we've got, where is this from? Okay, it just says Gus and Eddy Podcast and our P.O. box on it. And then that's it. I can't see a name, but it looks like it's your birthday. It's a Lego Batman It's Your Birthday card. It says, "Quick to the Batcave." And I'm opening it up. I want to make sure it says if I can read it on the podcast or not. Anyways, well, there's Batman. And it says, "Hi, Gus and Eddy. Sorry I have to use this card to speak to you. I'm a teenager, so I haven't written in 19 years, and this was all the paper I had. The internet has been very slow at my house recently, and my landlord can't fix it for a while, so I couldn't comment on one of your videos, so I thought I'd send this to you." And then it's at 1:14, not in a specified video. "Your fly is down, Gus, you frickin' idiot." So that's the internet comment. That's the hardest anyone's worked on giving us an internet comment ever.
I think so, yeah. God damn. Jesus Christ. Well, now I have to go back and watch all 700 of my videos and find where I did that.
Oh, no. I don't know if I can it's the name looks like it's maybe it looks like Call. Is it EM?
Oh, Callum.
Callum. Okay.
Callum, hell yeah.
I just couldn't tell from the writing. Not that your handwriting's awful. I'm just saying that I had a rough time, okay? And so maybe I'll send a Lego Superman one back and say, "Write better." No, thank you for real.
Thank you, Callum. I have one more right here, Eddie. I can pop.
I got one more as well. This is the last of my reserves. This says free sample inside. It's just a guy smiling, and I have a feeling it's gonna be a diaper. That's just the feeling that I have.
Is it going to be, guys? It's going to be a diaper.
I just feel like we get sent these, and they're not, great. Let me check. It doesn't show the product, and it's a diaper. It's an adult diaper. It's a real fit underwear that protects. So they're not saying it's a diaper, but it's a diaper.
Guys, I don't even poop and pee in those, so you can stop sending those in, okay?
We know how to get to the bathroom and go, no, while it's a little too soon, but we make it. But we make it.
Exactly. The important thing is we're in the room where you're supposed to do that, okay? So keep your poop pants.
That wasn't the final one, but this was attached to... Oh, there's a couple mail. Okay, I'll save one of these, but I'll open another. I'll open this one from Sophie, and I'm opening it now. And I shouldn't have ripped like that because I'm seeing some paper in here. Oh no, I ripped a little bit of the paper, but it's okay. It's only a small corner. So here we got, it's a painting that says GNE, the best podcast ever. That's awesome. And then there's a note. There's a note that I ripped a little bit, but none of the words. Pretty funny. I found... It's just a very, very nice message from Sophie. We appreciate you, Sophie. Thank you for the painting. That is awesome.
Thanks, Sophie. Hell yeah. That's going to look so great on our credenza. I don't remember what that is, but it's going to go right on it.
Okay.
I have one more here, and I'm excited to see what this is. The little Amazon slip said, "Gus made me remember these things. There were these little vending machines for these in my elementary school in Minnesota. I went to Gus's first live show in Irvine. He signed my garbage bill. Love you guys. Thank you." Thank you, Emily. Oh, gosh, what is this? Elementary school thing. Oh, thank you, Emily. These are the pencils I was talking about.
Oh, shit.
The kind where you replace the tip by putting another tip in the back of the tip. Do you remember those little fuckers?
Not from that description, but that's all right.
I'll send you a messenger picture. It's the kind where these pencils were like, if you had one of these, it was like, holy shit, this kid's parents must be lawyers who had sex with bankers because this is some baller shit right now.
Also, I'm seeing the 3D printed logo. Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
That is super cool, dude.
I like that the and is in front of the G and E. It's really cool.
Right? It's nice and popping in 3D.
Okay.
I sent you the diagram on the back.
I've never seen these.
So that's how they work with the diagrams. There's a bunch of these things.
I understand now. So it's the tip that you replace the tip by putting the tip in the back.
Yes, and then they like stack on
You
top
should
of
have
each
just
other.
said something like that.
No, if you get it, you don't. You know, it's just like this fucking third grade. Pull up, or otherwise you're getting kicked back to blue reading group. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, blue reading group was the good group for us.
Wait,
Also,
was it? Oh shit.
Can I vent about something real quick?
Please do.
There are people on the internet, and it's fine. I'm not trying to take away your problems, but they're like, oh my God, I got put in the gifted program and it fucked up my expectations of everything. And it was so hard to be gifted. It's like, we had color coded group readings and there were kids who were given the worst reading group in front of everybody, right?
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
That did more damage than being in the gifted group. I was in the good reading group. I wasn't in gifted. They asked me to take the test twice, and I took it twice, and I didn't get in twice. Which, am I a little salty about that? Yes. But, stop. You can definitely have problems with the gifted program. But don't be so loud about it when there are people who had it way worse in the classroom with you. Oh my God, to be gifted and to have to reign over with my ego everyone else in every other reading group just really fucked up my expectations of the world.
You know what the worst part about, like, especially right away in elementary school or like very early middle school about getting put into like a lesser advanced reading group is because at that level, even the people that are in the lowest reading group, like, they can see that they're in that group just based on the thickness of books given to them, you know?
Yeah, dude.
It's like, hold on, you guys, your book is an inch thick? I have one that's not even a third of a centimeter thick right now, bro. It's half pictures. What the fuck?
And I'm sure that being gifted programs have some studies that are, like, do worse for some people maybe, but it's like to be so, like... It was so hard to have everybody in class look at how I was the best reader. It's like I was one of those people. I'm not saying it fucking ruined my life, dude. Okay, sorry. If you're one of those people, I'm sorry. You probably hate me now, but I'm sorry. It just seems like there are other people who got wronged more than you in elementary school.
Itty what itty. Anyway, we got a little question. Anyway, that's it for Mail. Here's another friggin' pregunta from my best friend in the entire world at Melklord101, and they say, my mom says that eating chocolate while playing cards fucks up the cards more than just eating chips. She says you can just wipe the grease from the chips away. I completely disagree, and I think there's nothing worse than greasy playing cards. I'm confused, though. Do you think chocolate's okay to eat?
Hold on. So just don't be eating things and touching cards without
just don't fucking do it. Honestly, Eddie, have you ever had any card collecting kind of stuff or game shit that, like, you've been more particular about? Yu-Gi-Oh card stuff or what?
No, I mean, I had Yu-Gi-Oh cards as a kid. I was never really that strict about card stuff. One thing I am like that for is controllers for video games. Like when you'd have a friend over and they'd eat like puff Cheetos and then not wipe their hands off and then use your controller. And then you'd be sitting there trying not to lose it as you can hear them slamming the analog sticks against the side of the controller. And you're like, you don't have to do it that hard. You're getting Cheetos. That's one thing where I'm like, I'm too biased for this though, because I told you I've developed this thing as an adult. I just hate stuff on my hands while I'm eating. Like, I hate being messy while I'm eating so much that I will eat some things with a fork that I don't have to, just not to get my hands greasy. So I'm definitely not the person to make the overall decision for cards. But also, like, yeah, chips are greasy and chocolate can melt. It just depends, right? Like,
I will say, unless you establish, if it's playing cards, as in a 52 card deck, I think that it is on you. It is the onus of the owner. It is the onus of the owner to state whether or not you feel particularly about your cards. You know, because if it's a default deck of just fucking playing cards, the only eventuality that I can assume that you'd give a shit about the quality of them if you're like, hey, like in my situation, I got a deck of cards from the Bellagio from one of our trips to Las Vegas, you know?
Right, that's one to be particular about for sure.
Yeah, I would tell my friends like, hey, can you not fuck these up, please? You know?
Yeah, and agreeing with what you're saying is if you just pulled those cards out and didn't tell me, I'd be like, oh, this is probably like a 50-cent pack of cards that he got from like 7-Eleven. You know, it's
exactly. Those cards, do whatever the fuck you want with them. But, you know, I used to collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards and some Pokemon shit when I was a kid, and I didn't care about them as much. But as I got older and I actually got into like college and stuff, I started playing a game called Dominion. I don't know if I talked about it. It's really
I know about it just because of you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really fun, and it's kind of deck building, but not in the sense of like Magic the Gathering where there's a shitload of new releases. You kind of get a box of cards and that's your set of it. But, you know, I get my box of cards, and it's kind of expensive. It's like $40-$50 for an expansion set, and I don't want people to fuck around with those. And I can't tell you the amount of times in my adult life that I've been playing with friends that it's the little shit where it bothers me that it's like, how are you not even fucking aware of this? Where you're playing with people, and they're like curling the cards up or like bending them or doing the shit where they're laying down cards one by one, and it's so visual again. I'm sorry. But, you know, it's just like, all right, I'm going to play this card, and they still have their thumb on the back, and it's, like, bent up, and they have to do that little final let go. And I'm just like, fucking leave those cards alone. Do you not see you're in real time compromising the structural integrity of those? Fuck you.
Dude, no, I get it, though. I get it. Especially, it's like, for anybody's stuff, for me, when I'm at somebody's place, I'm so like, is this okay? Is this all right? Probably to a fault, you know? Mm-hmm. But it's just like, man, you can't just be bending people's cards, especially for something that's like a game, you know? There's no way.
It's just like, fucking have some goddamn awareness. I hate it. I'm trying to be really cognizant of other people's game shit. We used to do game night in like college and stuff and play like board games, especially with my buddies Ryan and Theo, dude. I miss doing more of that kind of shit. That's just been years since I've really done that.
I need a safer place socially to get into board games, and I think that's post-vaccine when you and I can do them, because I just don't like, I don't like learning a complicated game with people that already know it. It makes me feel dumb, and I just feel like I'm chugging along trying to grasp for something, you know? But which is also an insecurity thing. That's not on the thing, you know? But also, it's just like, I feel like for a good deal of board games, people get a little upset sometimes, and it's a social tiptoe, you know, like depending on what game you're playing. And so like I want to learn the game first so I can avoid any of that social stuff, you know, like
Eddie,
if I'm on what's up?
I got an idea. How about, what if I take you and I put you into a group of my friends who you don't know any of them, and all of us are really good at the game already, and we tell you how to play like 20% of the game, and then immediately start employing moves against you that you wouldn't have even known existed, and we beat you and then ridicule you for making bad moves.
Nothing makes me more mad than what you just said. It doesn't even have to be just board game stuff. But if you're playing a game with someone and they'll tell you a little bit, and they'll be like, what? That's the game. And you'll be like, I didn't. One time I had a friend, we were playing Mario Party, I think like 5 or something. It was maybe Mario Party 4. It was one of the ones for the GameCube. And one of our friends was really good at it. And one of our friends had never played a Mario Party game before. And he like just was like, every move he could steal a star from this dude. He was. And it was just like, dude, like he doesn't know how to play. He's never going to want to play this ever again. That type of shit. Especially when it's a group where you're like, okay, guys, like I didn't learn this at all. And you're fucking stomping all over me. You'd think you'd be, you know, a little okay with this.
I just don't even know how that's fun for the person doing the stomp in that situation. Because I'm sure, I have, everyone's been in that situation where that's happening. It's whether it's happening to you, one of your buddies, or you're the person inadvertently doing it sometimes, you know, like that just fucking sucks. That's no fun. It's no fun at all.
That's why I just like, that's my experience with board games, and I know a lot of people really love them, and I want to have some of the times where people really love them. And so maybe I can find that in a post-vaccine world. Maybe I can do that.
One time, I won't bend your ear off about it, but there's a really fun game that we played, and it was more of a collaborative approach, and it was called, I believe it was called Dead of Winter, where it was like a zombie survival game, and there was a huge board, and each person operated one character, and you had to, as a group, decide with like actual physical supplies in front of you. Now, like, hey, we only have enough food to go over there. Can you like pool it in and like? It's something about that tactile approach. That shit is fucking fun. So,
is there a way we can play that over Discord with like Curtis?
Oh, I totally bet we could do that. Yeah,
dude, I would love for us to stream that. That'd be cool as fuck.
Oh, you know what? Let's fucking do it sometime. You know what? Yeah. When you said Curtis, by the way, this is such a quick series of hops, but I was just like, oh, Curtis, one of my boys, and I was like, he was one of the boys of the week a couple of weeks ago. Dude, one of the boys of the week that, and not that I'm saying like we did this or anything. I'm just saying I'm fucking pleased, dude. Do you remember that Jack Pop guy that was like, he seemed to be a younger individual, looked to be high school or middle school?
Yeah.
His channel is over 100,000 views right now, or subscribers.
Hell yeah,
that dude fucking blew the hell up, dude. Good on you,
That's
Jack Pop.
awesome. Hell yeah.
I'm just so excited because, again, it was like Dave showed me Jack Pop stuff, and then we talked about him on the podcast. And again, it's so exciting when you see somebody, especially somebody that's like clearly a lot younger like that, and you're just like, oh, that person completely gets it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited. Congrats.
Didn't
to
he
you,
do a
Jack
couple
Pop.
like green screen type bits? Was that him or?
Yeah,
I'm trying to
absolutely.
think of. Fuck.
Yeah.
I'll just completely check out the channel after. I wanna become a fan. Because I don't know if I watched his stuff after the Boy of the Week thing before, so I need to now.
It's beautiful stuff. So congrats to you, dude. I'm very happy about that. All right, here's one from @Kangaroo Chris. Says, if you could have a conversation with any non-domesticated animal, what animal would you want to talk to?
So we're assuming they're smart enough to have a conversation no matter what.
Yes, very
like,
verbose.
So do you think there'd be no benefit in talking to like an elephant or a dolphin because they're smarter? Because like, actually, maybe.
I kind of wouldn't want to talk. I feel like a dolphin would just want to fucking swim conversational circles around me and be like, where I'd be like, hey, what's going on down there? And they'd just be like, oh, you silly people. And I'd be like, dude, I had one fucking wish to give you sentience and you're throwing it back in my face. I'm going to fucking turn you into tuna, goddammit.
I would fucking kill to talk to a cuttlefish. Those things are insane. Or an octopus.
Oh, yeah, dude. You'd just be like, you can beat anybody. What the hell?
I'd just to an octopus or to a cuttlefish. I'd be like, how? Like you just blend in. You just like change the texture of your skin and the color of your skin. Like that's fucking insane. They're aliens. You know what I mean? Like they are. And so maybe that, or just maybe I just want to ask like a regular bird. Like, what's it like, dude?
Yeah.
Is it fun?
Are you just like on the brink of puking all the time going up there? Dude, I would probably talk to a deer, and I would just be like, guy, you know, I know a lot of you guys just are just fucking running out into the road. Like, do you not see that there's fucking cars coming all the time? Because I know you can see well. Like, you see me every year like 300 yards away when I'm in camouflage in a tree. You can't fucking see a Nissan Sentra coming at you from 2 miles down the road?
That'd be the real disappointing thing. You talk to a deer, and you're like, you guys have heard of me, right? And they're like, we have no idea who you are. And you're like, oh,
fuck, dude.
Fuck. You guys don't, like, sing songs about me? No, bro, I've never even seen you before in my life.
What?
What, dude? Don't you remember? Poof, you don't remember that? Oh, dude, I don't know. I feel like I don't know if I'd have anything worthwhile to talk to a dog or a cat about. I feel like we already all get it. You know what I mean?
I feel like it would be cool. Yeah, like a dog or a cat, like it's cool right away. Like I can hear and you can hear, yeah. And that's like, well, we have all the same information because you've heard every phone call I've made and we live together and you know all my habits. So I kind of know everything about you too. That feels like the end of conversation, you know?
Also, I don't want to talk to a dog because I feel like if you rationalize a lot of the dog things, like why they're not allowed to do things, you just feel extra bad because they could be like, why though? It's like, well, I don't want you on the couch. Why?
I wouldn't even think about that. Yeah, like my head right away would rush to the positives of being like, hey, you know, if I just had even like 10 minutes, I'm thinking of my dog, old dog Eva over here, you know, if I had 10 minutes where it's like, I know she could fully understand me and would retain that info, I would try to be like, hey, you know, like, by the way, when we're on walks and I pull you, I'm not trying to be a dick. You're like actively walking out into traffic every time. Like I gotta get, like I would want to try to clear up those little things, you know, like you step on a dog's tail and you wish that you could impress to it. That was an accident. I'd want to do that
every time.
But you make a great point where it'd be like, they'd be like, yo, why
they're like, first
let
question.
Me do shit.
First question. What's up with my food? They'd be like, I'm having like disgusting Reese's Puffs and you're eating full meals and you're like, well, you don't really cook meals for dogs. Why? It's just like,
Just
Do you not love me?
Yeah, do you even know how low the bar is right now? Like, if you give me a banquet TV dinner once a week, it'd be like fucking royalty, dude. Just do that, please.
And you'd be like, well, you can't do that. Why? Because then you'd expect it. Huh?
What? Then I'd expect to be treated fairly?
I just feel like I couldn't have that conversation. Any question, I'd be like, well. Like, why don't I get a full bed? Because then I would have to move my desk around. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Everything would invariably trace back to, at the root of what you're saying, be, well, that would be just slightly inconvenient for me, so I don't want to do that if I don't have to.
I'm sure you're. Oh wait, I don't know if you are talking about the thing you're doing at all. Do you want that to be mentioned at all?
I'm happy, but we're moving here in a few months. We've got a new
we
place.
being Sabrina and Gus. I'm not moving in with them.
we're still going to be physically really close to Eddie and stuff. We're still doing the old podcast. Obviously, post COVID, can't wait to get back on the set and stuff. But
it's like he's like like we're in the same neighborhood still. It's still like very It's
extremely close. Yeah, like seriously, it's like a 10-minute scoot away, if that. It's fucking close as hell. So I'm very happy that we found a place that could check a lot of those boxes, because I like this area, that we're in right now, and so I'm just excited about that. But that's and again, you guys, I just want to even throw out a quick personal thank you, on my upload schedule, and sometimes here at the podcast, sometimes we'll slip a little behind, especially at the end of the year here, and we're doing a lot of
that same apology.
It's I'm sure.
I actually have
Eddie,
some coming out in a couple days, so that's good.
Do you really? Oh, fuck yeah. I'm excited to see it.
And I'll say on the podcast, like 3 weeks ago, I said I was going to be uploading stuff very quick. Was completely out of my hands, not me being lazy. Had to do with a sponsor thing. Not my fault. Continue. Sorry.
No, I mean, that's just it. You guys know there's a lot of moving parts to what we do, and we're not going to pretend like we're working our asses off every second of every day. But, there's been a lot of shit coming on in the last part of this year, and so thank you for being, by default, the vast majority of you guys are just super chill and understanding and really flexible. So thank you for allowing us to have a little bit of that flexibility when some of the more real life stuff comes up in between the memes.
Yeah, and this podcast was delayed like a day, but I think we're definitely out of that phase of like, this is just going to have to be a skipped week, because things are less chaotic now than they were, like 2.5 months ago.
Absolutely.
But yeah, either way, you want to hit up another pregunta?
I got a bop right here for you, Eddie. At Alone With Meself asks, are either of you interested at all in true crime or those mysterious cases? Does either of you have a cold case that you guys wish could be solved? Thank you.
Yeah, I do. I dabble occasionally sometimes in true crime documentaries, and I think the one for a lot of people is the JonBenet Ramsey case. It's like, we got to see what exactly happened. But in those unsolved mysteries on Netflix, there's one, and I'm sorry for spoilers for some people, but it's an unsolved mystery. That's the whole thing of like a French family that was like very social and normal. And then they found like the bodies of everybody but the dad, and the dad just straight up disappeared, and they don't know where he is, and they don't know what happened.
Really?
And it's just like, what? Huh? Like, just like that? You know what I mean? And it's there's a couple of things like that where it's just like, what the fuck happened here? And then you really think about like, how one thing is for real. How could everybody broke the law before like 1975, right?
Right.
Before,
I feel like noticeably broke the law. Not even just that was kind of a Hollywood stop at the stop sign. Should have really applied the brake. Like probably stole shit.
Yeah, getting caught for a crime. How do they catch anyone for crimes? I know Mulaney has a whole bit about it, but like in the 1800s, like for real, how do you catch anybody?
God. You would have to assume for a number of reasons that crime just was so much higher, like that just for like relative to the percentage of the population, like people that would be like, yeah, I'm gonna just go do a bunch of crime and shit. Like in the 1800s, why the fuck wouldn't you?
I wonder when it became like extremely hard to disappear. You know what I mean? Like the year barrier or like a specific bill got crossed where you couldn't just like book it to Montana and start a new life there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would assume it probably not with like consumer available internet as much, but once like I assume like police systems and the FBI and everything got all on sort of a centralized grid of being able to like process information quickly. Like I think about booking stations and shit. Like maybe I'm guessing in the 90s maybe, but even still, I feel like you could be in the 90s and fucking yeet, skeet, repeat out of there, no problem, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, that's so insane to me that now, I mean, now there's a camera everywhere, so, you know, you're going to get caught. But, like, people just had that option, you know, a long time ago where it's like, I could just completely blow up my life and then just leave, and then nobody's going to ever contact me ever again unless they really try to find me. Like, that's so crazy.
That is, I mean, obviously, for the worst people, that would be the worst thing ever. But if you weren't a piece of shit, I would find such solace in that. If I was just chilling in the 70s, you know, especially if I was really trying to make a go for it in entertainment and it just blew up in my face, I could just be like, well, shit, you know, I went out on stage in front of 10,000 people and I peed my pants and tripped and broke my front teeth off on a piano. But 2 months later, I can just, you know, kind of do whatever because there's no fucking internet. And, you know, like you could just go be a real estate salesman or some shit. No consequence.
Then, you sell cars in South Dakota and your name is Gus Johnson, S-I-N.
Damn
it. And you've shaved your mustache but kept the rest of your facial hair and let it grow out completely. And then they'll never know.
They'll never know. There is actually a Gus Johnson Ford. I think it's in like North Dakota too. I wanted to reach out to him and do something, but I was like, all right, what do I do though? Just sort of like, you got my name. All right, hey.
Just the end of the ad is, hey, that's my name too. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Couldn't really think of a joke here.
The Midwest goodbye.
Well, that's my name too. So anyways,
I think they got cars, so check them out, I guess.
I think they got cars after they just showed all the cars in the commercial.
Yeah, I wasn't present for the filming of that. I'm not even on location, so figure it out.
It's your car commercial starts out and you go, it's been a rough year. So, buy a Ford. And also, my name's Gus Johnson. So, and then you still hit him. Well, I'm out here.
And then the next commercial starts, and like a dad walking into frame, I accidentally wander in and just, and then back out. Sorry.
Dude, I would love to see that in a commercial. Just from the last one, just walking away.
See, why don't they fucking do shit like that? Especially these parent companies like a Yum Foods or whatever that owns half the fucking restaurants. Do a bit like that. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. I don't know why we're not seeing it. Especially if it was like the dual YouTube ads before a video. Which, dude, YouTube ads are getting fucking out of control, man.
It's fucking ruthless, dude. You know what? I uploaded a video yesterday that was like 16 minutes long, and they tried putting 4 mid-rolls in it by default now when I went to go put ad roll shit in there.
Oh, man. Like, that used to be 2, right?
Yeah, like what? Like it's automatically placed too. And I believe, unless they fixed it, but as recently as a couple months ago, they will just fucking add mid-rolls in now to any video you have that's at least 8 minutes in length, and you have to go back in and uncheck those.
So even if there's like a serious apology video somebody didn't monetize, it's like, boom, there's an ad right there. I guess, well, it'd have to be monetized. So
I should probably go check those.
If they monetized it but didn't put a mid-roll in.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's just like, I know a lot of people that had series like that. I mean, I guess, you know, Jakey never put a mid-roll in his like 8-minute videos, and now they're just like all there.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's just like, fucking tell us, dude. That's so shitty.
Yeah, and I think the weird thing too is for people that aren't aware of it. So YouTube like pretty much flipped a switch and did that, and they did it to creators that are not part of the creator program where you get paid for it. And so like it wouldn't, by the user, if you're not in the creator program, you're not making a substantial amount of money anyways. So like it would have been, you know, maybe a couple of cents or like $10, but it's the fact that pooled together all those creators make millions and millions and millions of dollars that don't go to them. They go to the company.
Can you not disable it then? Because I heard that.
I think you can turn the monetization off after they've done it, but that means you got to go through every single video you've ever posted. If you're somebody that's like trying to be a gaming channel and you've posted, like 250 videos, what are you going to do?
I think about somebody, and again, maybe I just have old intel here, but I think of people like Value Select that I think go out of their way to say, like, we're not monetizing this shit. It's like, even to have to make them go back and fucking, like, demonetize all their own shit like that. Again, not sure if I'd heard that they've been doing that, but like that, like something like that where it's like, good, you're going to have to give me a chore now, like, especially, it's especially insulting to the channels where it's like, hey, listen, if you're not going to include them in the Google AdSense program, like, that is a separate discussion, but then to ram a monetization structure down their throat where they don't benefit and they have to go out of their way to opt out of, and it's really inconvenient, that is just insulting as fuck. I just don't know how that comes across.
It's really disrespectful to smaller creators. And it's like, again, it's not a check that you'd be getting that's like anything close to a wage or anything close to a serious chunk of change, but it feels really immoral to just be like, well, you're not going to be using it, so we'll just take that from you and a couple million other people, and that adds up to a real good amount of money.
Yeah, and and it does feel really stifling in the sense too, where it's like, if you already can't monetize stuff and you're trying to make a go of it on YouTube, you need to stack the deck in your favor at every possible turn. And it's like, there is really something to be said for, like, I'm sure there's times where you might have passively clicked on a video that you were just sort of interested in, but then you get hit with a long ad and you just go, fuck this, and I'm out. Come on, dude. Like, you're already having a barrier of entry for people that are trying to watch this content, which is already small, and you're just putting one more obstacle in their way to be like, oh, good luck getting started here, kid. Fuck you. That's so fucking shitty.
Yeah, and that's the overall. I know we get the question of, like, how do you get started? I have no fucking idea, man.
Yeah, dog.
It changes so fast. I have no idea what I would be doing if I was trying. I'd probably be using, like, TikTok instead to get a following first, to be honest, because it's.
I think if I started now,
it's got a better algorithm of just throwing random, videos out there, even if you're small.
Yeah, absolutely.
I saw Hank Green of the Green Brothers put it in a really good perspective for it, where he was saying that the reason he kind of likes TikTok is when YouTube added stories, like Instagram stories. Mm-hmm. He's like, all of them are bad, and like a couple of them are good, but most of them are people promoting things that are boring. And he's like, what I realized I liked about TikTok's algorithm is it only shows me the good ones, and it doesn't show me the bad ones that are self-promotion. I was like, oh, fuck, that actually is good. But then also, the company's, I don't know, stealing everyone's information. So I guess that's kind of lame.
You ever stroll through just Snapchat, like, every once in a while? Just it's garbage over there. Like, their series and the creators and shit. I've never seen a more streamlined, like, just ad-laden service. I've never seen such shitty, nothing, fucking just pitless content everywhere. It's so crappy. Sometimes they'll have, like, I praise the creators, though, that are able to take just the exact content that they made on YouTube and then just go fucking horizontal and sell it to Snapchat. Good on you for that hustle. But also, it's like, why would any user want to watch this here on Snapchat when you have an ad every fucking 20 seconds and it's in horizontal? Like, I don't want to watch a Mr. Beast video in horizontal. Good on you for getting that bag, Jimmy. But as the user, I'd be like, I'd rather go see that on YouTube. I can see all the boys in it.
Also, I just went to check their, like, Discover stories, and there's one, a Snap original. So this is their original content, and the caption is, "Did Will Smith just get doper?" And it's him and Jason Derulo.
Let me see. All right. So
do you see it too? You gotta scroll down a little bit.
I got my own one. My very first one is a girl who it just looks like a normal girl, and it says, "Does she have a spine?"
Dude, that's what I just laughed at. I said, "Does she have a spine?"
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, did Will Smith just get doper? Oh. Here's one. I teach my kids to protect me with guns. That's the title of it.
There's one where it's a girl in a bathing suit hugging a dog, and it's, now that's one lucky dog. Okay. What the fuck, dude?
Okay. Never mind, Eddie. I was wrong. This has got good content. Here, I just saw this. I can't. Okay, I gotta fucking crop this. so that you're not wasting your time with other meaningless shit. This is just the good stuff.
Okay. Peter Griffin should not be in Cyberpunk 2077.
Wait, that's a title?
Yeah.
This is the best content on the site. And sent.
Okay, I'm looking. To people who are audio listeners, it's a guy with a horse over his shoulder, and it says he carries horses. That's it.
I mean, truth in advertising is long gone underappreciated. This is pretty straightforward.
Check this out, guys. You ready?
Yeah.
Well,
One of those. Yeah, I suppose.
we better get going.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Where are the coats?
Hey, Jack, get my shoes. Go get my longer burger baskets.
Well, it's time to boot, scoot, and boogie. We should get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here, Eddie.